So when it comes to this options trading game, especially selling options, I done lost 20K.
I used to like day trade, and then I was trying to trade options, but it's hard. I've lost so much money trading options.
How much have you
Just
lost?
buy stocks. Don't
Just
trade
buy
options.
This guy's a first-year student in America at college, and he's lost all his money trying to trade the NASDAQ index, the QQQ, on zero-dated options.
Everyone wants to get rich quick. You see it all over TikTok, people posting screenshots of $1,000 profits, talking about how options trading changed their life. But what they don't show you are the losses. Because for every person who made money betting on a stock's future, there are 10 others quietly losing everything behind the scenes. Options trading isn't investing, it's speculation. You're not building wealth, you're gambling on what you think a stock will do next week or even tomorrow. It feels exciting, it feels smart, but the truth is, most retail traders are losing money faster than they realize. The premiums add up, the timing's off, and before you know it, that easy profit becomes a pattern of chasing losses. And the worst part? It tricks people into thinking they're investing, but they're not holding assets, they're burning money on contracts that expire worthless. The market doesn't care how confident you were, it only rewards patience and time. Real wealth isn't built through guessing the future, it's built by owning it. Check out some of these videos.
I lost $26,000 trading SPX puts today, and I'm going to go through exactly kind of what I did wrong, what I could have done better, and the play that I took. All right, so my entry was on this candle here as it broke 66.45. I was waiting for the previous day break. Also out of the range, so you can see the low of the range and the high of the range. I wanted to see SPX clear out of the range, and I was really hoping for the downside move because QQQ also had a wick to fill. So I entered SPX puts on the candle that broke and held below 66.45. So I waited for the candle to hold. I waited for the previous day low to break. I waited for ES to break. The only thing that was off with this play is that the NASDAQ had not cleared low of day. I just took it without the NASDAQ clearing low. Obviously, I didn't wait for the NASDAQ to break. And on a day like today where market is extremely choppy within the first hour of market open, you want to always make sure that both futures are in sync. You want to make sure that both futures are either clearing high of day or both futures are either clearing low of day. And I did not wait for the NASDAQ. I did not wait for QQQ. And I entered it. I waited for SPX obviously to break and hold out of the range. ES broke and hold. NASDAQ did break out of a overall squeeze and had selling pressure coming in, which is why I felt comfortable entering. I just ended up getting faked out. You can see even for the rest of the day, market just ended up faking people out. This is one of those days where you need to, one, know when to call it, usually within the first hour, especially if we have data. We had 9:45 and 10 a.m. data, and the data did not do anything for the market. That was the first sign to kind of walk away. Within the first hour of market open, it was extremely choppy. It was still in a range. It was one of those days where I should have walked away a lot earlier than I did. Another thing that I want to mention is if you are red on a day like today, it is okay. Sometimes every single box in your trading plan can be checked and the market will not give you the move. It will fake you out, and that is not your fault. You followed all of your trading rules. You followed the trading plan. You made sure every box was checked, and you still end up taking a loss. And it's really you against the market some days, and the market ends up winning. Also, there will be days where the market will not give you any opportunity to make it back. So obviously I was like, okay, you know, I'm red on the day. Maybe I'll have an opportunity to make it back. Nope. This is what the market has been doing all day today. Now, if you're a range trader, this is golden. But I am a breakout trader, so this is just hideous for me.
I used to like day trade, and then I was trying to trade options, but it's hard. It's like I've lost so much money trading options.
How much have you
Just
lost?
buy stocks. Don't
Just
trade
buy
options.
stocks. How much have you lost trading options?
My 20,000. That was
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck because that was like I mean, I didn't. I lived pretty.
Was that like
pretty
all
much,
your money at the time?
Yeah, I mean, like I mean, like last year I didn't have savings pretty much. Like it was
Yeah.
like, I mean, my parents were well off, but like
Yeah.
my side is like a different thing. Like I'm blessed, so like you know things I don't have to worry about. But
Yeah.
was
What is
not
that?
stacking.
Obviously, like, have you seen a lot of money at this point yet, or is you kind of just coming into that
It's
now?
getting better. It's just like I don't really. I think when you pass like X amount of dollars, after that, like I don't, you know, coming here and seeing, well, this you're going, like, it motivates you to want to do more. But like that's why like I could stream every day or whatever if I was just trying to get a check. But I was just more like, I like to like, it's just do it for fun pretty much.
All right, so when it comes to selling options, I had a conversation with a couple of y'all let me give you some advice. Slow down, take your time, make sure you do your research on these companies that y'all want to sell options on. This ain't a game when it comes to your money, okay? And I'm gonna show it to you. You're gonna see the screenshot here in a second, okay? Some of the best advice that I can give you, make sure that the companies that you're selling options on are quality companies that you don't mind owning for a long time, right? 4 or 5 years. Quality companies that are maybe profitable, that have good ROE, ROA, ROI. Make sure that you're doing your research, okay? Do your due diligence on some of these companies. Because if you jump in this thing and you chase premiums, the premiums, they're going to look good for a little while, okay? But then all of a sudden, if that stock starts to pull back and crash, you're going to be stuck holding the bag, all right? You ready to see it? Check it out. There you go. Hey, I ain't got to shy away from it, okay? I done been through the fire, okay? So when it comes to this options trading game, especially selling options, I done lost 20K, all right? So NEO, back in 2020, 2021, it's riding the coattails of Tesla popping off, right? I mean, it's the hottest thing. It's the hottest stock. It's running. I just knew NEO was going to take off. And the wheel strategy is working, okay? I'm chasing premium. I love to see that $500, $600, $700 coming into my account each week, right? And I was just buying more shares, buying. I think I got up to about 800 shares. The stock ran up to about 63. My portfolio looked phenomenal. And then all of a sudden, it pulled back, crash, burn, went all the way down to $4. I think I had 800 shares, average was about 43. As you see, 2025, I just cut my losses this year, right? I just was like, you know what, forget it. Like, NEO's done. Let me get this, a little $2,000 out. Let me take it and run with it, right? But this goes to show you that not trading great companies, it can cost you, okay? And so I had to take a step back. This right here, it taught me discipline, right? It taught me that, look, a lack of knowledge, you can get yourself in some trouble. So you got to make sure that you're doing your research. So that's the biggest advice that I can give you guys. Don't just start hopping in this thing chasing premium. That little short-term cash, it looks cool, but this is a different type of animal. This financial machine right here, it can take you and it can really make you a victim. Thankfully, I knew that it worked. I just had to reset. I went and read some books. I did some more research, and now I'm in a better position. So we ended the week on a good note, up 2K. This week, I got called away. A lot of contracts. SOXL got called away. I think I had 600 contracts. TSLL got called away. I had 500 contracts. I did get to keep my Webull contracts. So I'm just going to write some more cover calls on that next week. And so this week in premium, it was about $555. But in capital gains, or appreciation, however you want to call it, the account still ran up pretty good. So next week, we start all over.
Tell me why. This is the hair of a stressed out woman, okay? Tell me why I tried my little day trading, and my very first bid, I lost all my money.
Alright bro, so I switched to options trading today. That's where I started trading originally, and I remember really liking options, and then I talked with Antonio, and the more that we talked about it, the more that it sounded like a good idea just to give it a shot at least. So today was my first day trading options, bro, and let me tell you what happened and why I don't even like options anymore. So I took my first trade of the day. It was a loss. I'll be honest, it was a mediocre trade. I could have skipped out on it, but whatever, you know what I mean? Everyone loses. I lost. But then a literal A+ setup shows up. This is the trade that I should have waited for. I understood that. But hey, the trade presented itself. It's within my risk parameters. Let's go ahead and take the trade. Bro, I go to execute the trade, and for some reason, Webull's default is to do a limit order instead of a market order for an options contract. I mean, options trader, let me know if I'm tripping or not. How often do you ever limit order an options contract? I'd imagine literally never. Because you limit order the price of the contract, not the price that shows up on QQQ or whatever. So it makes sense, like I would never use that tool ever, but it's the default. And I didn't realize, so as soon as we tapped into my entry, I clicked it and it was a limit order, so I didn't get filled. So I'm watching the move go up in my direction. I'm like, dude, this is a really good trade. And then I look at my P&L and it's not moving. And then obviously that trade runs for like a 3R, and I'm left here with a red day, even though it should have been a green day. But to be honest, I do actually like options trading. I'm going to do it for at least this week. I just have to remember to switch to a market order every time.
This is the reality of trading options when you don't know what you're doing. So this poster on Reddit in the Wall Street Bets subreddit has lost his entire life savings trading zero-dated options. This guy's a first-year student in America at college, and he's lost all his money trying to trade the NASDAQ index, the QQQ, on zero-dated options. And here is a snapshot on all of the options trade he's tried. So you can see he's trading the QQQ, which is the NASDAQ index, and he's tried calls, he's tried puts, he's tried calls, puts. So this guy is literally gambling and guessing at which way the market's going to go on options that expire on the same day, meaning that if they don't hit your target or they don't move towards the strike price that you have, whether it's a call or a put on that day, you're going to lose big. And you can see all of the amounts that he's lost. So all of the premiums he's paid for these options, he's lost completely as they've expired worthless. And this is just a hard and fast reminder that you do not need to run before you can walk. And this is just a prime example of why you should walk before you try to run. If you're going to trade options, you need to go for ones that have a longer expiry date, and you need to educate yourself and understand exactly what you're doing. Unlike stocks where, let's say you buy stocks before earnings call and the earnings call doesn't go in the direction that you wanted it to go, and you are a few percent down or 10, 20% down, you can just hold that stock until it recovers. With options, you can't do that because every option has an expiry date. So you really need to understand what you're doing and buy yourself enough time for that movement to take place. If you want to know more about trading options and exactly what it entails and how you can do it, even here in the UK, then make sure to follow my account. I'm doing a workshop inside my private Discord on Sunday where I'm bringing on a current options trader, and they're going to break down exactly what it looks like when you're trading options from the UK.